What if I told you there's a man whose crimes were so brutal? The FBI believes he had more than 60 victims, but only one body has ever been found. This man didn't need fame. He didn't want money. What he wanted was control. His name is David Parker Ray, and this is the story of the Toy Box Killer. David Parker Ray lived in the small desert town of Elephant Butte, New Mexico. On the outside, he was quiet, a mechanic who lived in a trailer near a lake. But inside that trailer was what he called his toy box. It was a soundproof torture chamber, complete with gynecological tables, whips, chains, pulleys, and even surgical tools. On the walls, explicit drawings and photos of past victims were proudly displayed. He spent decades perfecting it, and inside, he recorded every moment. In March 1999, a woman named Cynthia Vigil managed to escape from Ray's trailer. Naked, bruised, and chained, she ran to a nearby mobile home and called the police. When authorities raided the trailer, they weren't prepared for what they found. Surgical tools, videotapes of torture, detailed journals describing dozens of victims, a chilling recorded tape that Ray would play for new captives, explaining what they were about to endure. It was a house of horror created by a man who believed he was untouchable. Ray's girlfriend, Cindy Hendy, helped lure and drug victims. She eventually cooperated with investigators and admitted they had likely killed many women, dumping their bodies in lakes and deserts. Yet, despite over 1,000 pieces of evidence, the FBI couldn't find any bodies. Ray was charged with 14 serious crimes, including kidnapping, rape, and torture. Cynthia Vigil and 2 other women survived and testified, but countless others remain missing. David Parker Ray accepted a plea deal and was sentenced to 224 years in prison. But just a year later, before he could serve even a day behind bars, he died of a heart attack in 2002. He took the names and locations of his victims to the grave. To this day, the FBI believes there could be more than 60 women who will never be identified. What makes this story even scarier? Most people have never heard of David Parker Ray. Maybe it's because the details are too gruesome. Maybe it's because justice was never truly served. But stories like these deserve to be told, because the victims deserve to be remembered. Subscribe for more shocking real crime stories that most people don't dare to tell.